Okay people, so I just recently reviewed these Soundcore Space A40 earbuds. I briefly went over the app inside of that video. Now this video is dedicated just to this Soundcore app featuring these Space A40 earbuds. If you haven't watched that first video, link right here, go ahead and check that out. If you came here for this one, then sit back and hopefully I will cover everything that you're looking for inside of this app.
Want to see some love? It's love day. I'm showing people love out here on the court.
What's going on YouTube? Nicholas here with Tech Love TV, where we don't discriminate and we believe all tech deserves some love. So like I said in the previous video, what you want to do when you first get these earbuds is download the Soundcore app, which I do have right here. So click on that. Opens up. This is the main screen right here. Now if you need to add your device, obviously you click this tab at the bottom right here, pick the device that you want, and then just add it. So what I noticed, if you have an iPhone, what you want to do is go to your Bluetooth settings and pair it to your phone first through your Bluetooth settings and then add it in the app. But if you have an Android phone, you can just go straight into the app, add it to the app, and then it automatically just connect. I don't know why it's different like that, but it just is. That's what I've noticed. And then once you pair it to your phone, you do have the earbuds that you just paired, in this case the Space A40s, on this main screen right here. So if I click inside here, this is exactly what the main screen will look like. So at the top left, this back arrow will go back to the items you already have connected to this app. On the top right, you have your gear icon, and you also have what it looks like, an operator headset. So underneath the gear icon, which you'll notice you have some different options. It shows your firmware at the top. It shows your serial number, touch tone, so you can turn the touch tones. Then when you hit the button on and off, I like to have those on. Wind noise reduction, that helps out when you're on a phone call. You can turn that on to lessen the ambient noise that comes in. I'll always keep that on. You also have gaming mode. Now, very quickly, when you do turn gaming mode on, as you see at the bottom, you cannot adjust the EQ. So keep that in mind. And so I normally keep that off. I don't normally do mobile gaming with headphones on, so I'm not even going to mess with that. You also have your fit test right here. And let me go ahead and run this fit test for you so you can see exactly how this looks like. So earbuds in position, click on that, and then I'll be quiet and I'll start the test. Okay, so as you can see, and I did this on purpose, so as you can see, it says adjust or try a different ear tip for both of them. Now, what I noticed, I probably ran this test probably like 6 or 7 times, adjusted ear tips and everything 6 or 7 times, and it still kept popping up yellow. So what you want to do is just have music playing and then run the test again. So as you can hear, I do have music playing in my ears. Now I'm going to run the test again. And there you go, as you can see, so I had music playing, ran the test, it created a good seal. Before I didn't have any music playing, ran the test, it said I didn't have a good seal. So I'm guessing it needs for you to be playing something in your ears before you run this test. That's just what I noticed. And then you also have your device list, so it shows all the devices that it has been hooked up to or hooked up to before. And as you can see, it says dual device connection right here. This is your multi-point connection. You can connect up to 2 devices with your device at the same time. Disconnect one of your currently paired devices to connect to a new device. And so this history down here, King Bori, those were, I'm guessing, from the company when they were testing these out. So that's where you do all that. And then you also have the auto power off right here. I got it set for 30 minutes. So I have it set. Normally I wouldn't have it set at all because when I take my earbuds out, I put them in the case automatically. But I do have it set just in case because these don't have the proximity sensors in here. So you take them out, it's going to keep playing until you actually put them back in the case. And so I had the auto power off set to 30 minutes. I wish it was lower, maybe 5, but that's just what I would expect. You also have update firmware right here. I'm good, no firmware needed. Find device. This is good, so if you lose them, you play left to right. Let me go ahead and take the right one out and play some noise, and then this is exactly how it sounds. Microphone is right here, so you hear this. The option is there for you to find your device with that sound right there, so it's better than nothing. They can always adjust that, I do think, with software update. And you also have your help tab right here. You can go ahead and leave feedback, live chat, or give them a phone call. I don't know how well the phone call will actually work. They probably hit you back if you do live chat or email. And you also have your quick start guide at the bottom right here. I do wish that didn't go to a separate web page, but as you can see, here's your quick start guide. Also, same literature inside the book as inside the packaging as well. And that's everything under the settings tab. Then you also have the operator headphones right here. If you hit that, it'll bring you to that help tab again. As you can see, now you do have the Space A40 earbuds right here. It says Space A40 underneath that. You have your left and right battery status right there. Now, what I did notice is that I would like to have seen the left, right, and the case battery status, but that's not an option on here. I think that they do offer that for some different earbuds, which I have right here, which I'll bring up in a little bit. Underneath the battery status, you have your sound options. So right now I have it on noise canceling. You can turn it to normal or transparency mode, and then underneath noise canceling, you can do different modes. You have adaptive mode, which it adjusts the noise cancel depending on the ambient sound in your current area, or you can just do manual mode and just keep it on strong, or rotate this wheel around to moderate, weak, and then back to strong. Right now, I'm just going to keep it on manual, on strong, and then on the transparency mode, you can adjust to the modes as well. And you can have fully transparent, which it lets pretty much everything in, or if you have it on vocal mode, it just tries to pick up voices so you can hear voices better. I'll leave that on fully transparent just for the sake of this video, so I'm not yelling into the camera. Under that, you do have controls. Now, what I noticed under controls, and let me go ahead and pull up these Liberty 3 Pros right here. I think I need to put one of these in my ears because I just want to show you something with what I noticed. Inside this Soundcore app, when I do have these plugged in, what I wanted to show you is that the layout is completely different. I like the layout of this better. Soundcore should have put the Space A40 layout like the Liberty 3 Pro layout. And then what I noticed is that underneath the controls for the Liberty 3 is that you got single tap, double tap, hold for 2 seconds, and triple tap. Now the controls for the Space A40, you just have single tap, double tap, and you don't have the triple tap. And I would like to have seen a triple tap on the Space A40 option, simply because normally how I would set it up is that for a single tap, I would have volume up and volume down. So if I do touch it, it would just be changing the volume. It wouldn't play or pause the music or go to the next track or anything else. For the double tap, I would do play and pause the music for each of them. Triple tap, I go to the previous track and the next track. And then for your hold for 2 seconds, one, I would have voice assistant activated and your ambient sound activated. So with just having 3 options on here, single, double, and hold for 2 seconds, you don't get to set it up like that. So you got to make a choice. So Soundcore, when you watch this, definitely if it's available, add a triple tap to the Space A version of the app. But that's just what I wanted to show you on there. Back to this app right here. And then also when I do have only one earbud in, as I do right now, you will see that only the right one lights up, because obviously those are the only things that can be adjusted. They won't let you adjust both of them while you only have one earbud in. And it's the same thing if I only had the left one in. Underneath the HearID tab, you can do personalized earbuds, and then advanced settings at the bottom, you do custom HearID settings. So you can change it to initial curve, custom HearID, or favorite music genre. So in order to do that, what you want to do is do the test. So as you can see right here at the bottom, I can run a read test, and it will adjust that. And as you can read, it says HearID maps your personal hearing sensitivity at multiple frequencies and analyzes the result. It then tailors the EQ settings and creates a personalized sound profile for you. Note, the HearID test will take approximately 3 minutes to complete. Turn off any audio you're currently playing. Do not change your phone's volume during the test. So I'm going to run this test. I will speed it up, but I'll run this test so that you actually can see exactly what it is. Okay, so now as you can see, I ran that test, did that, and then now select the advanced settings at the bottom. And if you do that, it says initial curve obtained by testing, custom HearID, make a custom EQ based on the HearID curve. So if I click on that and go back in there, you can expound upon the HearID curve and make a custom one through the EQ. And then you also have favorite music group genre. So Soundcore setting, If you click on that, you can go back into the different presets that you have. So I'm going to keep it on custom HearID, and then go back. And at the bottom, you have your sound effects tab. This is where you adjust your EQ. So you have your HearID sound. I believe that's what I just did and what I just showed you. You have your default Soundcore signature. You have your default, which is a bunch of presets. So you have around 22 different presets underneath this tab right here. And then also you have your custom tab, and under here, this is where you can adjust the EQ exactly how you want it. If you don't like any of the presets, or if you don't like the HearID that was set up for you inside the app, you can go in here and adjust all the presets to exactly how you want it. Normally, just keep it on default Soundcore signature because that's just how I like it. And that's pretty much it, people. That's everything inside the app. Like I said earlier in a previous video, or I might have said it earlier in this video, the main things that I'm looking for when I have an app for some earbuds or headphones is just being able to adjust the touch controls, if there are touch controls, and then also have an EQ. Everything else on top of that, in my opinion, is just something that's nice to have. And that's all I got for you, people. If you found any value in this video whatsoever, or if it's your first time here and you like what you've seen, go ahead and please smash that subscribe button down below, and don't forget, hit that bell icon so you get notification on when I drop my next tech video. As always, thanks for stopping by the Tech Love channel. My name is Nicholas, and I'm out. Peace.